Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Shake Up Guys, the roundtable talk show where we discuss guy stuff and other stuff and stuff. Saying what's up to the peoples, you know what I'm saying? It's the usual suspect. As always in the building, got my man Rock. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Got my man, the world's greatest misogynist in the building, man, the rated R superstar. What's going on with you, JL?
Just happy to be here.
And I am your main man, your boy Duck, in the building. Tonight's show is a little bit away from what we normally go into, but, you know, stupid people say stupid things in the world, and it's our job to talk shit about them. But before we do all that, you see in the title, so you already know what we on tonight. Before all that, man, what else is going on in the wide world of Sunnyvale?
It's Sunnyvale.
Well, it's nice out.
It is.
It is nice outside.
It's been beautiful the last
Yeah,
2
right.
days.
Right.
It's been amazing.
As far as topics, same old shit.
Same old shit.
Yeah.
Different day.
Different day.
Seen somebody get choked out with a knee the other day. What's going on? What's going on, Gloria?
Yeah,
What's happening?
What's happening? The guy up in Minnesota, a gentleman, I don't know. I don't have any info on it except that an African American male was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the crime rate is so low. I'm surprised anybody get killed.
I mean, from what I saw from the video, it was kind of crazy because, I mean, I'm not sure why they were arresting the man. I'm not saying that he wasn't a criminal.
Right.
What I'm saying is the police job is to serve and protect the community.
Right.
And they failed yet again.
Yet again.
And I'm not the type of person that stands on the soapbox and talk shit about the police, but this was clear negligence from the video.
Right.
I mean, you have this man subdued.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's no reason to keep your knee on his neck like that. That's outrageous,
Right.
dog. Like,
Right.
and there's people trying to tell you, look, man, this dude went from speaking to saying he can't breathe, you're hurting him, to nothing.
Yeah.
You can literally see the light leave his eyes. And that is some bullshit.
See, and that's the whole thing. Like, we don't know what he did. He could have murdered somebody.
I don't know.
But the thing is he's supposed to get his day in court.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And these motherfucking police is out here trying to be the
Wildin'.
judge and executioner and all that. You know, I think it's personally, they need to have, and I don't know how police, departments work, they need to have mandatory once a month mental evaluations on these officers. And I think a lot of them is cowards. And so I watch Cops a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell, like, when somebody runs and the cop is extra mad, one, because he had to run, and he takes that aggravation. If you can't handle your anger, you don't need to be a policeman.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can just tell, because if they try to run, they do them extra hard and all that. It's like, come on, man. What do criminals do? They run. You know this. It's their job to run.
Well,
it's their job to get the fuck
This is a
out.
little worse
No,
than an
it's
ass
not.
whooping,
It's
though.
not their job.
I mean,
as a criminal, that's what
okay,
you do.
okay.
But I know what you mean.
You try to get away with crime, I'm
Yeah.
going to try to stop
Right.
you from committing crime.
Like,
Okay.
even if I'm not a cop, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta chase somebody down for whatever reason. When I catch you, I'm gonna
That's
fuck you
your
up.
ass.
I'm gonna fuck you up. As opposed to you just standing there like a man and handling your business. Like, y'all know me. I'm a reasonable person.
Right.
So I understand, like, if you gotta chase somebody down, like when you catch them, it's on. You know what I'm saying? But this shit, he's caught.
Right.
He's caught. He's apparent. You can't see it in the video, but I would assume at this point they had him cuffed. You know what I mean? Like, what was the purpose of holding him down until he died like that?
Right.
Just to inflict.
You know what I
pain
mean?
and
Like, what was the point of that? That was
show
senseless.
dominance. Yeah, I just want to be a dick and show dominance.
Yeah, I'm a fucking dick.
And I'm the first one to admit, I'll always say, well, if you run, you get what you get. I'm the first one to say, well, this motherfucker had a gun and he pointed at him, so of course they shot her. Whatever. I don't take sides, but I'm a realistic individual.
Right.
So I'm like, if you do something stupid and you get fucked up, that's on you. I'm realistic. In this instance, this man was on the ground subdued and handcuffed. He posed no threat. So for you to keep your knee on his neck, was just uncalled for, unnecessary. They were immediately fired, and I think they're pressing criminal charges.
I hope so.
As they should. Hold on. As they should. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. Coming back to what you said, I worked in that field. You know I did. For so many years. I was a parole officer down there. I was a probation officer. Yeah, I got that right. I was parole officer down there, probation officer here. And I'm the first one to tell you, the rule is the rule. You run. When I catch you, that's you. You catch one. If you make me run, when I get you, I got you.
I mean, I get that to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand a little roughing up, but they just been taking it too far here lately, man. And I think it's got to do with mental shit. You know, they need to check on these motherfuckers' mental.
I think
status.
I think a lot of those guys are bullies anyway, they come from a background where they felt powerless. Now they're on this
I got all the
gang that's on top, and now they're flexing the small amount of power that they've been given.
I doubt the motherfucker watch it to show, and if he does, I don't give a fuck anyway. But we know somebody that was became an officer, and I believe he would probably be one of them motherfuckers that end up killing somebody just because of the type of individual he is. You know what I'm saying? And he now that he has that authority and that power, he'll probably try to over abuse it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even fuck with him no more. Like, fuck that.
It is what it is. So, unfortunately, that young man lost his life. And it is messed up. And I hope that the family recovers something. Nothing can bring back the person that they lost, but hopefully there's something that can, something to ease the pain a little bit.
Yeah.
On to the next current event. Well, last week we talked about Aisha Curry. I talked about Aisha Curry. I'm not going to drag y'all down with me. I talked about Aisha Curry. And I said that she was a perfect example of, last week's show was titled, Why Do We Want What We Can't Have? Mm-hmm. And she was a perfect example. She had everything. She had the perfect husband, perfect life, perfect marriage. And yet she still wants the attention of Poogies and Ray Rays out in these streets. Right. Well, she took it a step further. This is the same woman who put out the video, or a tweet, right, in 2015 that said, all you women running around here half naked, you need to cover up. I saved the good parts for the one who matters.
Right.
And now lately she's been putting up thirst trap photos on Instagram, going ham. I guess she done lost weight, got a tummy tuck, whatever the case may be. And now she wants to show the world. Mm-hmm. So the rumor is that she's about to trade in Steph. I'm like, she ain't trading in Chef Curry. She just gonna cheat on him. She gonna go out in these streets, get raw dogged, and get sent back home.
And end up with nothing.
In those situations, I feel like, you can't control someone's actions. You can't control what someone else wants to do.
Right.
But what you can control is what you do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let them motherfuckers freeze out there, man. What you're gonna figure out. What they're gonna figure out is you got what is on the surface. What I can see is a good dude. All right. Now I'm not saying she's gonna trade him in. Maybe she just did that for her own thing. I mean, this is all speculation. I don't know what she's gonna do. What I know is I've seen this movie before.
Right.
It's a rerun.
Yeah, it's a rerun. Now, in the area of speculation, let's say for the sake of argument, what people are saying on the streets is true, that she's looking to trade up. Trade up to what?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard trade up. That's hard.
What are you trading up to?
You got a faithful millionaire husband.
And think about this for a second. Let's say for the sake of argument that she is trying to trade up. I don't see where she could possibly go. No. But at the same time, if your idea is to trade up, you are coming with, well, how many kids they got?
3.
They got 3 kids together?
3 kids. So you bringing 3 kids.
What person do you think you're going to trade up to is going to be like, yeah, sure, I'll take Aisha Curry and her 3 kids.
And Chef Curry's 3 kids? Yeah, what am I going to do with them?
No, I'm not saying that women with kids have no value. What I'm saying is a person where Steph Curry is. He got that bread.
He got that bread.
Pretty safe to say, right? He's an NBA champion.
He's the 4th highest paid player in the NBA.
He's an NBA champion. He's making
$136 million.
Okay, that's what he said. He's got that much money. Somebody who makes that much money or more is going to use you like a play toy.
Yeah.
You're gonna look up, you're gonna be older, and you're gonna wish you still had a Steph Curry type dude. But because you feel like you're not getting enough attention, you're going to make the biggest mistake of your life. And I'm not saying this about Ayesha Curry, because I'm hoping that she's just doing this because she did it, like the only good reason to do it is for yourself, to feel good about yourself, to feel good inside, to exercise and do the right things so you feel better, your body feels better, you feel better, you know, and not trying to trade, because there's a ceiling there.
Oh yeah.
And you're at it.
She's at it.
You're at it. So that's not just for her. That's just for people in general. You know, you go around believing that you could do better, but you haven't taken in consideration what's better.
Right.
You just doing different. It ain't better.
Here's where we differ. You're saying you hope that she comes to her senses, or at least that.
No, I don't.
Or if she's not, that she hopefully this is just something she's doing to improve her own self-confidence.
I like to think that. I like to think that's what she's doing. Like, she's just trying to improve her own, like, how she feels about herself.
I understand
that's
that.
it.
I understand that, and I respect that. Here's where we differ. Completely. I'm hoping that she is trying to trade up. I'm hoping that she is trying to, as they say, monkey branch to the next best thing, like Johnny Depp's wife. She had a famous Hollywood actor, millionaire husband, and that wasn't good enough. So she tried to trade up and go get your boy from Tesla, Elon Musk, who's a billionaire. She wanted to monkey branch up. So I'm hoping Ayesha Curry is doing the exact same thing.
How did that work out for her?
She fell flat on her face.
Yeah, because it came out that
she was trying to trade up.
Well, not just trade up, but
And
she was trying to ruin. She was trying to
psychopath.
ruin his reputation. Man.
Exactly. So
I mean, she tried to ruin Johnny Depp. It just came out not too long ago with the tapes.
but the damage was already done.
Yeah, but I mean, now Johnny Depp
He's
people
still
are
the
coming
man.
back around to, oh, okay, Johnny Depp isn't this monster
No, he's still
that he
Johnny
was
Depp.
portrayed by his former wife.
So I'm hoping the same thing happened to Ayesha Curry. I'm hoping she fall flat on her face. So she got to go crawling back to Steph. And she realized it's cold out here in these when she realized it's cold out here in these streets, and that chick that was on the sidelines that was trying to entice him, all them side chicks that wanted to be side chicks, I hope all of them.
And here's what you
I
don't
will start a
understand. He
harem.
don't have regular side chicks that want him. He's got the same type of women with that same type of money that want a Steph Curry.
Facts.
That same type of chick that's on his level that want him.
Right.
So your pretty face ain't gonna do shit.
And in regards to Johnny Depp,
That pretty
I
face
gotta
gonna
say
hit the wall
this.
soon.
I mean, I think it needs to be known. I am not a violent person. I've never hit a woman, right? But I ain't never met one that was dumb enough to hit me
Right,
either.
Abdul.
Right.
That being said, you hit me, Johnny. You a better man than me,
Yeah.
because I'd have flattened her ass.
Here's where I agree with that also. Johnny Depp honestly should have hired a hitman a long time ago. That woman, they were married for exactly 18 months, and that divorce cost him $7 million. 18-month marriage. He should have hired a hitman.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
You want to say
Assassins are
okay,
cheaper.
there we go. Assassins are cheaper than
They are
hitmen.
cheaper.
All right. Now, I'm going to shut this off Facebook Live, and we're going to go into the
And we
next
have a
topic.
big announcement, so y'all need to go over.
I want to make it here, and then,
okay.
then we'll go over there.
Okay.
Then I'm going to shut y'all off. But
Okay.
Facebook Live, I want to say to you, and everybody in YouTube land, I want to talk to y'all real quick. The Shake Up guys, we are progressing. We are moving forward. With that being said, we've decided to do a raffle, to do a couple of little giveaways for the people who have been rocking with us, helping us grow this, and we appreciate you every step of the way. So we decided for when we hit 500 followers on YouTube, subscribers, on YouTube, we will be giving out one of these nifty thermoses, or tumblers, that we can get imprinted with your name on them, whatever. We will put the Shake Up guys on there. That's we'll randomly select somebody to receive one of these tumblers when we hit 500 subscribers. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, because there's a lot, stay with me. I'm sorry, 2,000 subscribers. Did I say 2,000? Did I say 1,000 or 2,000? I'm sorry, 2,000 subscribers. We are giving away a hippie unicorn gift basket. Hippie Unicorn is one of our sponsors. We love them. We appreciate them. We thank them for everything they do. Hippie Unicorn, you can see them for all your CBD needs. And we'll be giving out one of their baskets to say thank you for being a subscriber to a randomly selected person. Next, we decided when we hit, was it 3,000 or 5,000?
It's at least 10.
10,000, I'm sorry. Okay, 10,000. 10,000 subscribers. You will get a lawnmower 3.0 for the men out there. You can shave your junk, have your balls smooth for your old lady so she's not choking on wild hair while she's down there doing her business.
We'll also have something for the ladies, too.
We're also giving away something nice for the ladies.
But we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, we got something in mind, but we can't say right now because we haven't ironed out the details.
Right.
So
It's going to be nice, huh?
Yeah.
And then when we hit those big numbers, we're not saying what it is. You'll just know what it is when we get there. We'll let you know. We are giving away a PlayStation 5.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
all right.
That's it.
Man, shit, I wish I wouldn't watch. I'm trying to give me
I know. I want to subscribe now. Shit, I want to unsubscribe and resubscribe. So what we're asking you to do for the people...
None of y'all are eligible,
I know,
okay?
right? Facts. So for the people out there on YouTube and on Facebook Live, before I shut you down, what we need you to do is come over to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. For the people already in YouTube land, we need you to click the like button, to click the share button. The more you share, the more it brings people in. The more you click the like button, the more it brings people in. The more you get people to subscribe, the closer we get to giving this stuff away. Because we want to give it away because we got it. We just want to give it away. I don't need it. I got enough cups with my picture on them. I don't need no more.
Yeah, plus I can't wait to give away this PlayStation,
yeah.
because
Right.
we need a fourth on duty because we are out there getting our heads blown off. I don't really play like I used, I was, but it's still fun.
Oh my God.
So with that being said,
Yes.
well, hopefully you will remember like, click, share, and subscribe. Click the like, share, and subscribe. And we want to give this stuff away. And to the guy who gave us this idea, or would shout you out, but you don't like to type in the chat room. So, all right. See y'all later. Come over to YouTube at These Shake Up Guys. That's YouTube at These Shake Up Guys.
Subscribe.
And we're going to be talking about
you need to
ain't
share
black.
because if you don't share, then the numbers don't go. The subscriber numbers don't go up, and we ain't giving away shit. I'll keep the shit. What's up, Pooh, man? What's going on, bro?
What up, Pooh?
No, I did not hear about that. It made World Star, bro.
Nah, I didn't hear
Is that the one in Minnesota?
No,
But they said there was one in Minnesota too.
Well, I'm sure
They got shot.
Well, no, what he said read it. Said shot up the street from where he is.
Oh.
Not in Minnesota. So
Nah, that's another one
Damn.
in his violent area.
Damn.
Yeah, it's going down, man. It's going
As my
down.
wife would say, need hugs, not slugs.
yeah, that's good.
Some of
I
them
mean,
niggas need slugs.
Cause damn it, man,
Some of them niggas need slugs.
this shit
man.
is getting out of control.
It's
For
getting
real.
bad out here, man.
For real.
It's getting bad out here. It's getting bad in these streets. Take it away, man.
Oh, I mean, tonight's topic is, I'm pretty sure most people have seen this on the news or seen this on, well, I guess we get our news from the internet these days. So
When I'm not kicking on Twitter.
the guy, the crazy old man running for president. This is unbelievable, man. This is crazy because I've seen the clip numerous times now, but I can't. Joe freaking Biden, dude. Like, what?
Crazy joke.
The fuck?
What you thinking?
Goes on TV or on the internet. He's talking to Charlemagne, which I'm going to touch on that shit too. And says, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black.
You ain't black.
Well, he was speaking to the black community.
Yeah.
If the black community doesn't vote for them,
Yeah.
he's not black. He didn't throw anybody else out there, just the black folks.
Right.
Okay. And I would like to have a discussion on the fucking audacity of this man for saying such a bullshit ass statement. What's going on, Roddy?
What'd you call it? The caucasity?
The caucasity of this
The
man.
Caucasian
Of this
audacity.
old man. Now, I'm going to be honest, man. When it comes to old white dudes,
I don't expect much.
I don't get surprised by the things that come out of their mouth. However, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to check it from time to time.
Right.
And this was some bullshit. This has driven me to the point where now I don't even feel like I should vote.
Right.
Who am I voting for?
You know what I'm saying?
Who am I voting for?
And
Go ahead,
that's
before I
the
go
whole,
in.
You know, I mean, that's the whole thing, man. It's like, and he didn't even say it, but I just want to be like, bitch, you ain't Obama. Obama didn't even have to pull that card.
Exactly.
One, Obama already knew, you know what I'm saying, that some folks was going to come out just because. But you ain't Obama. Just because you was Obama's bitch for all them years.
Damn. Sidekick.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna come out and say we ain't black if
He
we
was
don't
the
vote for you?
He was
So
bitch.
what you're saying,
Vice
I said
president.
sidekick, but he says bitch.
whatever.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that we know who you're going against, but do we know all the facts about you? Do we know everything? Because obviously shit comes out. So what if we don't like the way you move and shiver and shake? What if something doesn't pertain to us, but you know what? Trump comes up with some new shit.
Right.
Like, oh shit, I hate this motherfucker, but that's gonna help me in the long goddamn run.
Yeah.
We can't vote for that, and we lose our black card.
So if I vote for Trump, I'm not black.
So either way, you know,
So if I don't
We
vote,
fucked.
if I vote for Trump,
you ain't black.
I'm not black.
That's what they say.
That's what they said. Now
That's what that means.
Here's where we disagree, because you guys said that I don't see a point in voting. I'm like,
Rodney.
what's that in the broom? I still hold true to the fact. Oh, that's frat. That's frat, brother. I still hold true to the fact that, man, fuck you in the water, nigga. But I still hold true to the fact if you don't vote, then you don't have a right to complain. We disagree about this. I understand, but I'm like, you can't say, because when when Obama got elected, they had record-breaking numbers for voter turnout. Record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
Now, when the Trump comes around, nobody says a word. Those numbers are nowhere near what they were. But yet he gets elected and everybody complains. My next question is, did you vote?
But you have to
if
look
you
at it
didn't
like
vote,
this.
then you don't have a right to
But
complain.
you have to look at it like this. Okay, so we voting for Hillary,
Mm-hmm.
which
I didn't like Hillary.
I can't stand. I mean,
But
I hate when people.
You
know,
gotta take the lesser of
Trumpsters
two
is always
evils.
Like crooked Hillary and all
I
that.
do?
They went hard.
Yes.
I don't have to do that.
No, I don't.
I don't gotta
That's
take
where
the
you're
lesser of
wrong.
two evils.
That's
If
where
I
you're
feel that
wrong.
neither of these motherfuckers gonna benefit me in the long run, I'm not voting.
Okay, well then if you don't vote, then that means the people who do believe they are going to benefit are going to vote. And they are going to vote in record numbers. Somebody, one of these two motherfuckers has to be offering something that you want. They got to be telling you something that you want to hear. Somebody, somewhere. I didn't like Hillary or Trump, but I was like, okay, I'm going to go with the one who at least has some political experience and maybe won't get us plunged into a war. You got to go
Okay.
somewhere.
All right. Well, here's the part where I think
And
everybody is
hold on,
completely
y'all both asked me
overlooking.
who am I going to vote for. I said I don't know yet because my mind's not made up. But I still have the option. I still got till November before I had to make up my mind.
Okay, fair enough. Well, who you voting for is from individuals completely irrelevant.
I'm
to me.
voting for Joe Exotic. Fuck it.
Okay, but I think
The
what's
Tiger
completely overlooked here is the fact that the Democratic National Party, dog, has completely rested on the fact that no matter who they put up there, black people's gonna vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
And now we need to show that shit is wrong.
I think black people are starting to wise up a little.
Well, they need to, because they not gonna do shit for you. Nobody is. Their job is to put forth legislation to make our lives better. That's their job. That's why we elect them.
Yeah.
So if they aren't going to put forth a viable candidate, then we need to stop fucking with them
So
altogether.
you're going to
I'm gonna
vote
say
the other way
something.
then?
I'm
So
not
you're
gonna
saying-
vote for
so
either
you're
one.
saying we should vote the other way.
I'm
If
not
you're-
voting for
If you're
either
not
one.
going to pander to us,
I'm not going to vote for any
then
of
I'm
them.
going to go over here. It's the same thing with like buying shoes or something, or buying a car. If this car lot's not going to offer me a good deal on this car, I may cut you off. I'm going to go over here across
I'm telling
the street.
people to get off the plantation.
Simple. Okay.
Get off the plantation.
Okay. All right.
Force them to put forth a candidate that's
believe-
going to work for the people.
I can't believe
Not
I'm
somebody
saying
who's just
this.
going to go in there and just say a bunch of goofy ass shit and expect to get voted for because he's got a D in front of his fucking name. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, they voted for Obama simply because he was black.
They voted for Obama because he was black. I don't make decisions based off of color.
Right.
Okay, good. What was you about to say?
So I can't stand Trump because of the way the man is, the way the man talks, the way the man makes our country kind of look. But in the same breath, he really hasn't done anything to stop me from growing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To be honest,
I'm not a fan, but
I'm not a fan, but
He
shit.
hasn't
Now,
hindered
when-
my growth in any way, shape, or
and
form.
here's the thing: Trump has never come off to where I love black people like Crazy Joe. That's where he's trying to be a Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And now you're gonna come out and say, if you don't vote for me, wait a
You ain't
minute.
even
black.
that Bill Clinton shit was a farce.
You know,
If you think about it, his legislations.
that didn't help us.
Well, I'm saying it probably hurt more than
it
it ever
hurt.
helped.
It actually
That's what I'm saying.
incarcerated more
I mean,
black
the
folks.
3-strike
hurt us.
rule.
It incarcerated more black
And
people
then,
in slavery.
if we think about it, Joe, with the segregation shit
Yeah.
and the civil rights shit,
Right.
Y'all gotta do your homework,
like,
man.
come on,
Exactly.
man.
I'm not voting for this dude.
I'm not voting for this dude. But then again, I mean, I can't stand Trump ass either. I'm gonna tell you why I can't stand Trump is because of his diehard followers make me sick, and I want to punch every one of them motherfuckers in the face.
Kind of like Cowboys fans.
You
huh?
can't do that either.
Kind of like Cowboys.
Yeah, right. You can't do that.
Packers fans for
You
me.
can't do that either because when Obama got elected the first time, black folks run around, bitch, get out of my way. We got a black president. Fuck you. So you can't do that because you have what you got to take into account. You have stupid people everywhere on both sides of the fence. You have stupid people everywhere. So you cannot say his followers make me mad or his followers do this because about those people. We got a black president. Fuck you, motherfucker. They did the exact same thing Trump voters did. It's
But
no
nah,
difference, man.
nah.
So you got to stop.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
a little
did.
more-
Yeah,
You don't
but
think
Barack
white-
Obama didn't go out there and try to alienate
No,
folks
he
for,
didn't.
for the purpose of his base.
But the followers did the same thing Trump
Not
followers
saying he
do.
didn't,
And
you
my man
know,
Rodney
he was the
said-
man or
What'd he say?
anything,
Well, I
but
said 45 told folks to inject themselves with Clorox.
I mean, nobody's
I'm sorry
saying that
that
we're throwing our
I
support.
feel you.
Oh God, no.
Nobody's
no.
saying we're throwing our support behind Trump. God,
Absolutely
no.
not.
No.
What I'm saying
No.
is these politicians know they got you over a barrel, so
Right.
they're gonna throw any
So-
fucking
so-
asshole up there because they know you ain't got no
Well,
fucking choice.
and-
Yeah, I choose not to
And what they're
participate.
saying is if you black, you have to vote Democrat.
Right.
I don't have to do
And
shit.
that's
I
the whole
gotta do it
point.
for
We
the
don't got to
thing.
do shit. You are putting us in a bubble and saying we are small-minded
Yeah.
and can't think outside the box and look outside of the bigger picture that we just have to do this because that's what Massa and them say.
Pretty much.
Fuck you.
That's what they've been doing.
I mean, do we
for-
forget the Republicans
since-
freed the slaves, motherfucker?
That's what they've been doing since 1967. At one point in time, y'all got to remember, black folks voted primarily Republican for years, and then they came with that Lyndon Baines Johnson, the Greatest Society shit, and it all shifted gears.
Yeah.
So it's you. It's just you got to open your mind.
It gotta,
But
you know, that red pill goes with everything.
with everything, that red pill goes with everything. It's a tasty treat. I like to tell people it's a tasty treat. Red pill is it's universal. But Biden's comments, he said, if you don't vote for me, if you have to decide between voting for me and voting for Trump, then you ain't black. He's not only pandering,
He's fucking senile.
he's minimizing.
Right.
He's fucking insane. Dude, that's a crazy person. To me,
And
No.
just to say it the way
No,
he
no, no.
said it with,
No,
that's a crazy person.
It's not a
dog.
crazy person. It was a stunt. It's no different than Hillary pulling out hot sauce and talking with a black accent on the
She
Breakfast
lost
Club.
me with that shit.
It's the same thing. You're talking to old white people who are out of touch. The same way Trump is old, white, and out of touch. He is a 72-year-old white man, a wealthy white man, an elitist. He's not racist. He's an elitist. Joe Biden is a 60-something-year-old white man who's been wealthy for quite some time and out of touch. That motherfucker walking here, he wouldn't know how to interact, so he would think the right way to do it is let me talk how they talk. Let me try to put on a black accent and say, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. The same way stupid bitch Hillary walked into that room and said, I keep hot sauce in my purse. Bitch, drown yourself with that hot sauce, whore. Put it in your eyes.
I was just about to say that.
Put it in your eyes and tell
Pour
me
that
what,
shit in your
and tell me
eyeballs,
what you see. Simple as that. There's no difference. These are people who are just out of touch that tried to relate, tried to make themselves be hip and cool, and they fucked themselves.
And I'm gonna call out Charlemagne because here's the thing: Charlemagne's known to having no fucking filter, and this man bitched up.
His contract
didn't
year.
say shit.
I said this over the weekend. This Charlemagne's. He's in the contract.
He ain't
whatever.
say shit. Fuck that. You would cuss everybody else out, talk shit to these motherfuckers, but you ain't gonna go against this whole ass Joe. Fuck you.
I tear this shit down.
Charlemagne stands to make $5 million this year.
If
He ain't
this
trying
is
to
the
fuck with that
best
money.
we can do, it's time to tear it down, man. And I don't mean through. I mean we need another party, man.
Bro,
we need a whole nother political party.
Joe Exotic.
After
I'm not voting
Obama,
for Joe fucking Exotic.
this shit has just been a shit show.
I mean, before that,
Yeah.
I mean, but this has really gotten to become a shit
you know,
show.
the only thing that's different now as opposed to then is, you know, before Obama, information didn't travel as fast.
That's true.
I mean, really entering into the whole Bush era, you know, going out of the Clinton era, information didn't travel as fast. Now information is like boom. You know what I'm saying? That guy, the guy we were talking about earlier who was, you know, had the knee on his neck. You wouldn't have known about that shit for years.
Right.
Now that shit
Right.
is boom right at your fingertips.
Right.
So with information traveling as fast as it does now is the time, dog, to say, look, we're not having this shit no more. We're not dealing with y'all. We are not going to decide
You know
between a
what?
douche and a fucking turd
Think you're
who's
right.
going to run this fucking country.
It's so
Right.
funny, Dave Chappelle. He hit that shit a long time ago, bruh. When they were talking about, you know, the beatings and stuff, and then it was in Life magazine. White people were reading, were like, "Oh my God, Derek, did you see this? They're down there beating black folks like it's no, you know." Back then they ain't know, like they ain't know what was going on.
No, they knew. It was
I mean,
something
they
they knew,
knew,
but they just.
but it wasn't
It's like this, man.
in your face.
If it's not something that affects you, it's easy to just turn a blind eye to it.
Right,
You know.
right.
You know, it's like I don't live in a crime-infested neighborhood, so I don't know about what the fuck is going on as far as crime is in a bad neighborhood.
I mean, I personally.
now I know that it happens, but it doesn't directly affect me, so I don't really have that big of an opinion on
This
it.
is as far fetched, and I know this would never ever happen, bro. But and call it what you want. You know, if you live in a certain states, need to have their own shit. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Operate outside of the union? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't
Independent
know.
states?
Independent
They
states.
tried that. It was called Civil War.
Yeah.
I know. But there's not gonna be one person, man, that is gonna be able to affect the whole country.
They don't
And
really.
That at all.
Every state really pretty much operates independently as it is. That's why every state has state laws.
Yeah.
I get
It's called
that.
states' rights, man.
I know, man, but I fucking hate presidents.
Well, just make sure you vote for your local elections.
Yeah,
that's,
I always do that.
that's where change really happens.
I
But
always do that.
so,
I
just to
definitely do
reiterate, if you ain't watching the Shaker ass, you ain't black, or white, or Latino, or Asian.
Just say
or,
say what you
or-
mean, dog. If you ain't watching the Shake Up guys, you
ain't human.
Shit.
Well, that too. You ain't shit.
No, I'm just fucking
And
with
your
y'all.
mama ain't. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Just messing around. But I mean, it's sad, man, that we've let the political system fall to this level, man. I gotta decide between a Cheeto and a senile old man. Those are my choices.
Right.
Those are my choices.
Go
Right.
back to 12 years. You had to decide between a black guy and a handicapped motherfucker who was a prisoner of war and still might have some subliminal messaging in his mind telling him to launch the nukes.
Here's the difference.
It's no difference, man. Every year,
Here's the difference.
The deck is stacked against somebody.
No, the difference is if John McCain was alive right now, I would still vote for him before any one of them two motherfuckers. Either one.
You'd vote John McCain in right
Yes, before these two.
now? Crazy ass POW John McCain. I believe they brainwashed that motherfucker. They were just waiting for a trigger word, and he was gonna release nukes, and you would vote for him.
That's better than all the bullshit pandering. At least I knew where John McCain stand. Lock
Right.
up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I knew where he stood. Just like a Trump supporter act like, oh, at least I know where he stand. Listen, and Trump ain't off the hook with me at all. When I say this to his base. Okay, you can keep thinking that this dude is in Washington fighting for you, dog. No, he's fighting for him.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's fighting for people in a certain tax bracket.
Definitely.
But
he already showed y'all that. He showed you who he's about.
Right.
He's about that paper.
He's about that paper.
He don't give a fuck
So
about
stop
you.
it.
He promised y'all a wall and tougher crackdown on this.
A
and
wall
on
that wasn't gonna
immigration,
work.
And a wall that was gonna cost more than
Dumb, bro.
As long as money is to be made, a wall is pointless. Completely pointless. What's the point of a wall? What's the point? If I can pay somebody to go around this wall, what's the point of
that's what I'm
it being
saying.
there?
If you actually sit and visualize how this wall would look, there'd be no beaches. There'd be no nothing, bro. Like,
Okay, let me explain it. If you go down, like, have you been down to a border town, like Southern California, South Texas, like Laredo area? There's already a wall there. These motherfuckers have cut holes in the wall. They have dug tunnels under it. I've been down there. I've been on Mexico and U.S.
There's hundreds of tunnels under that bitch.
They can pull. They have sections where they can pull the wall off.
These motherfuckers have planes.
I got to take a picture, and I wish I still had. But they got. You can take a section of the wall off because they've cut it out and yanked the motherfucker out, and then they can put it right back on. That wall is pointless. They've already got hundreds of tunnels, like he said. Yeah. So you want to spend billions of dollars to build this wall that's all going to be built on tunnels that are already established. Go right ahead. Yeah. We still digging up under you.
Right.
As long as you can pay somebody to circumvent
that
the law,
gonna pay for it,
that shit's not gonna work, man.
Right.
A wall. That was just to make you sound like you was trying to do something.
Then
People have got to get their heads out of their asses, man. Use your brain for a second, dog. If I put a wall up, if I put a fence up around my house, that's not gonna keep people. That's just for legal reasons. Right. That's not gonna keep anybody in, and it's not gonna keep anybody out. Not if they really want to get in here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you should just, completely let down your defenses, but I don't feel like me spending billions of dollars to try to keep people who used to live here any fucking way out is a viable solution. I don't think so.
I mean,
that's my opinion.
It's all about show and
I think it's fucking stupid.
That's just like, for example, the damn and I mean, from what I understand, this was his goddamn idea. Is to fly those damn planes over the Blue Angels and shit over the hospitals. You know how much that shit costs?
About 400 G's.
400 G's. You could know how many masks you could have got. You know how many ventilators you could have got with 400 G's.
I seen a doctor online.
But you want to motherfucking fly planes over this shit?
The doctor who has been battling this whole corona stuff all this time even said that was a stupid waste of money. If you want to help us, then if you want to do something that shows that you give a shit, get us some equipment.
He don't care. He's all about show. It's all about me. Matter of fact, he made Memorial Day about himself on his tweet. Did y'all see his tweet about Memorial Day? Talking about how he sacrificed to make this country great again?
No, I missed that.
He sacrificed.
I don't listen to what he has to say because
my
truth as far as the two people who are running for president. Well, Trump's already president, but it's almost like they're the same person. Has anybody noticed that? They both say outlandish shit. They both be putting their hands on women when they don't want them to. You know what I mean? They're the same. They're just standing there. They're just wearing two different. They repping two different sets.
That's
true. They are the same guy. You know why they are?
That's crazy.
Because they're old, elitist white men who are back in their day. You could walk into your office, grab your secretary by her ass, and tell her good morning.
Yeah.
They could call the black guy in the office the colored.
Right.
And they just always had money. These are two very distinctly, uniquely identical guys who just run the same race. It's the same guy, same life.
It's bad when you hear motherfuckers be like, "Damn, I'd rather have Bush."
God damn, that's how you know.
I don't know about that.
Fuck all that.
I've heard that.
Bush plunged us into a fucking depression. You can keep that.
We're not too far off from that right now.
Yeah, no. Here's my point, and here's why I stand on this.
Right.
I don't blame politicians because they're only gonna do what you allow them to do. I blame the people. People are dumb. When you tell people kneeling is against the troops, and you're like, no, the motherfucker said I'm doing it as a show against police brutality. It has nothing to do with the troops. But I still have dumb motherfuckers on my job talking about, well, that's against troops, and I don't stand for that. It's like, that's not it. And he said that 1,000 times.
TV.
And said it 1,000 times.
On TV, the Marine
you know what that is, though.
Came out.
And even said, I asked him to do this.
I told him to do this because it's a sign of respect more than what he was doing.
So here's my point. When you still have people who hear this, who know this, but they still rather go with what they want to believe, you're dumb. And I've said this 1,000 times. I had one dumb bitch in my job who said, I didn't like Obama because he gave people Obama phones. I was like, oh my God, you're a dumb bitch. And the only thing that crossed my mind was, you people are allowed to vote.
Right.
You people get a vote. You should have to take a test to be able to vote.
Well, the thing with the whole, what you were saying about the kneeling thing, just plays into the part where people don't want to accept that there's a problem, because then they might have to actually do something about it. So what they'll do is try to say that what he's doing is not what he's doing. He's doing something else.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this gaslighting.
Yeah.
Bargain basement gaslighting. You already knew why he was doing it. You just didn't want to accept it, because if you thought for a moment, oh, there might actually be a problem, you might have to actually stand up and do something.
And you might actually have to do something.
And that's not what people want to do. People just want to go and live in fantasy land, and whoever has a problem, it's not their problem, and just get back to the. I mean, kind of like a lot like this whole Corona thing. You know, a lot of people just can't wait to get back to their regular lives. But if you don't approach this situation correctly, you're going to make it worse.
Then
you're gonna die.
You're gonna make the shit worse.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I want to.
So accept the fact that, you know, if somebody is saying, and this is kind of off topic, but hey, this is Shake Up Guys, is what we do. If you can't accept the fact that this man was trying to kneel for police brutality, then that's fine. But shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
Because you're not going to sit here and try to spin this your way, so you don't have to take responsibility for the bullshit that's going on in this country.
Right.
In the world.
And it got to the point where this man didn't have a job. You know what? He might not have been the next greatest quarterback in the fucking world. But
yeah, so he had great stats when he went out.
He would have been someone's good backup, at least.
Dude, he was in the Super Bowl.
I know.
He had great stats, actually.
I know. I think he was a good quarterback.
But anyway. It's way off the topic. We're not letting Cheeto or Crazy Old Joe off the hook.
Nah, man.
Okay. But the truth of it is these two old crazy bastards have rested on their laurels long enough, and now they're trying to use black people as a political device, or the people of color in general as a political device, in order to push through the agendas, which they've been bought off by multinational corporations and other fucking rich people. Fuck those people, okay? Right. They are not the majority. We are. Right. We decide who's going to be president. At least I used to think so. I used to think that. Now I'm like, no, we have no say in it whatsoever. So I've chosen not to participate. And you can tell me that I don't have a right to complain, but bull fucking shit, I don't have a right to complain, because I pay my motherfucking taxes every year. Okay. Every year, every time I get my check and that motherfucker gets gashed, I have a say.
Oh, in that sense, yeah, I pay taxes. Yeah.
Every time I get my paycheck, and that's my say right there.
Right.
But had you voted, there might be a change in that.
Who do you suggest I vote for then? At this moment in time.
Right, at this moment, I cannot tell you who to vote for right now.
Okay, then.
Because here's the thing. I have until November. You have until November.
Which one do you think until November's going to do something so amazing?
You can't say. You just have to wait and see.
That's going to be like, oh, I'm going to vote.
You just have to wait and see.
So maintain the status quo, basically.
No, you just have to wait and see who does something for you.
That's maintaining the status quo.
And if nobody does something for you, then fuck it, vote for a third party.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing any of it. Fuck both of those people. Anyway.
I gotta go really quick. Pooh in the chat room, bro. All you have to do is legalize drugs, and everything else will be a cakewalk. How the fuck will legalize drugs fix the problem?
You ain't never seen The Wire, nigga?
Nigga, The Wire was horrible.
No, I'm saying
Baltimore murderland,
exactly.
motherfucker.
That's what happens when you legalize drugs, and you get that fucking shit go crazy.
It did work
For a minute.
for some level.
No,
for a
Well,
second.
they came and shut it down.
it doesn't really work. All it does is just confine everything to one area. All you do,
That's better than all over the damn city.
yeah, but what do you do when, okay, this shit rises to a level? For a little while, you can sweep it under a bridge.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it's like, okay, look, take Chicago South Side. Chicago and West Side of Chicago. There was over 800 murders in 2016. And Ronnie, I hope you're still in the chat room because you can confirm this is your stumping grounds, the Gary in Chicago. There was over 800 murders in 2016. Now, any reason, at one point in time, they were talking about declaring martial law and putting a cage around the South Side and West Side of Chicago because of this shit. Because the shit had just grown. Now, people on the North Side, like I went to Chicago not too long ago, North Side looks like a totally different place from the South Side.
Yeah.
So people on the North Side are completely unaffected and don't give a shit. As long as you don't fuck up Wrigleyville, they don't care.
Right.
So what do? Do you just let them continue to kill themselves off? Or do you try to come in here and treat it like a kindergarten classroom and say, you kids stop? And separate them, send them to separate quarters? Or do you just send motherfucking bombs in and blow that whole motherfucker off the planet?
I don't know, bro. I mean,
Stop participating in the
I say
fuckery.
blow the shit down. Okay, that's not even an option. These motherfuckers ain't
I
never
don't
gonna
see
stop.
why it's not an option.
They're never gonna stop. They haven't stopped in this long.
Why is it not an option?
For the same reason motherfuckers
They're not
going
gonna
to
do shit for you anyway. So what's the point of
For
participating?
the motherfuckers, for the same reason motherfuckers still have kids out of wedlock. For the same reason they still doing crack. For the same reason motherfuckers still selling crack. It's always gonna be there.
Okay, if they're not gonna do anything for you anyway, then what's the point of participating?
What are we talking about here?
Voting.
We wasn't talking about voting. We were talking
I'm
about
talking about
Southside.
voting. That's what this show is about today. What are you talking about?
But that's what we were talking about at the time.
It could intertwine because obviously whoever's in office in Chicago needs to find a better way and better solutions to figure out whatever the fuck is going on there, and they obviously ain't doing it.
Tactical
You
move.
know, I don't know.
It goes back to what I was saying. What are your options? They don't want to change. If they wanted a better life, because you can bring in all the education, all the jobs, you can bring in everything you want in that area. The motherfucker's like, I can go over here and work for $19 an hour, or I can go out here and sell this rock for $19 and make more than that in an hour. I can sell 19 rocks in an hour.
I get it.
So what the fuck? If they don't want to change, what are your options? Isolate, let them kill each other, or blow that motherfucker off the map?
Well, I mean, sounds like
And politicians can't do anything about it because you have to change the mentality of the people before you can change the fucking people.
I think that same analogy applies to politics.
I just literally just said politicians can't. So of course it applies. I just said that.
No, what I'm saying is what I was saying before. If they're not going to do anything for you, then why participate? If they really wanted to clean up their neighborhood, they could do that themselves. Why are they waiting on politicians?
They don't. That's my point. They don't want to clean up the neighborhood. They don't want change.
Well, no, I'm not disagreeing with that point. What I'm saying is that same analogy applies to politics. They're not going to do shit for you. They're going to talk a bunch of shit. They're going to do what they can to
They
get
don't want to change.
because they don't want to change. That's what I'm saying. So what's the point of participating? As people, what's the point of participating?
Y'all know what politics is. There's this little movie called The Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy. I said check it out because
It's
that's
business, man.
It's a business. Exactly what that was. It was a straight fucking business.
It's all business. That's all it is. That's all they care about is them pockets. This
You
is
know
like
what I'm saying?
it's like it's kind of
That's
how
why-
I understand a Trump supporter. Because at least you know what Trump is about. Like, I knew what he was before he even threw his hat in the ring for president. I was like, I'm not gonna vote for him, but
No.
I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, now it's just like this shit is just so convoluted. And I think this is how it's supposed to work. It's the people be so confused. Because this is how politics has always worked. The people are so confused and going at each other. Like, you're a Trump supporter. You're a Democrat. You're a this. You're a fucking Ralph Nader. So who knows what somebody is a supporter of.
Right.
And those people fight against each other all the time, every day, and never look at the real enemy. And that's the problem.
So you're saying the best option is just to bow out gracefully and let
No.
them do whatever the fuck they
No,
want to
the
do?
best option is to fucking educate yourself. Learn and grow as a person so we can put forth a candidate who actually is going to do what's right for the people. As opposed to just going with, you know what I'm saying? Did any of y'all have any say at all in who was going to go against Trump for president?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have any say at all about who was going to go against Trump for president?
Yeah, it's called the primary elections.
Did you vote in the primary?
Yes.
Did you? No. Have they even the primary election? Who decides who's going to be in that?
They put forth candidates.
Okay.
That's
Listen.
where that's where they have all those debates.
Right.
That's to decide.
And who's to say that those people were qualified?
That's the best they got to put forth. So if you thought somebody was better, you got to run as an independent or nominate them.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It ain't gonna get no better.
It has to get better because
It's
if
not.
it doesn't, the world ends in a fucking fiery
At the
inferno.
end of the day, you should focus on
Revelations,
improving your
baby.
own situation because these motherfuckers ain't coming in here to save shit. And now I'm done.
Amen.
This motherfucker said Chicago is the devil's shit bowl. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, actually, I kind of agree, man.
I mean, Chicago is Chicago because that's what they want it to be. If they want to change it, they can.
Just stop killing each other. Fuck.
It's the vice lord's fault.
And on that note,
Whatever.
that's still.
And that's
at the end of the
that's
day,
another problem though, is passing the buck.
That is a big part of it.
That is true. That was
Here's-
just joking.
You wanna pass
Here's
the
what
buck?
Some good Lord.
I go back. Here's what we need to do before we wrap this up. People, we got to take some accountability. One, two, you have to take some. The personal accountability is the most important, but you have to take some self-reflection and figure out what's in your best interest. If you're a person of means of substance, Donald Trump ain't did nothing bad to you. And that's not a race thing because that's white or black. If you're in a certain tax bracket, you might not have a problem with Trump.
Right.
If you want your neighborhood different, whether it's Chicago, Detroit, or any major inner city, Louisville, whatever the case may be, you want your city different, you change the mentality of the people first. When people get tired of living in squalor and filth, they'll say, look, I don't want to live in this shit no more. It don't mean you got to move. It means you got to change the mentality of the people. And if you don't like the options that are available for you as far as politicians go, shit, they have that line there. Write in somebody else. You can write in another party. You can nominate another person. They have independents that run all the time. Nonpartisan, they're called. You can vote for them if you feel like they're a better candidate. Until then, shit, it just you go with what you got.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that shit.
Yeah.
At least not this time around.
I don't know. When it comes to communities,
Educate yourself.
this is my belief, and we just don't have. And I'm gonna talk about the black community, for a minute. We just don't have leadership like we did back in the '60s and '70s. And there's no Martin Luther Kings. There's no Medgar Evers. There's no, Malcolm X's. We don't have that now.
You don't need it. Leadership starts at home. I've never understood that bullshit. People like, we ain't got no leaders no more. Why do you need to be led, you fucking idiot? If you know, you go.
Why would anybody want to be a leader?
I don't need to be. One, I don't want to be assassinated. Two, why do you need to be led by your nose? You know right from wrong, you stupid fucks.
Because even if you step up to be a leader, as soon as they kill your ass, ain't nobody gonna do shit for you
That's
anyway.
why we don't have no more leaders.
It's not even that. Leadership starts at home. You know right from wrong. You know what's good for you and what's in your best interest. Do that. Don't go out here and knock old ladies over the head and steal their purse.
Well, yeah.
And then be like, I was only like this because nobody was there to lead me. Fuck you.
It's not about leading you like that, but if you, what I'm saying, okay, every corporation.
An example, something to look up to. Watch wrestling, motherfucker.
Listen, every corporation has a CEO. Every team has a coach. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays their position. Some people are natural leaders. Some people can take them leaders, stand by that, and they can all do different type of movements together. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying a football analogy. I'll go with that. Football analogy. The quarterback is usually the captain of the team.
Usually.
And there's usually the linebacker or some defensive player who's also captain of the team. So if that captain isn't doing his leadership duties and is just sitting on the bench pouting, is that team not going to do what they need to do? Or are they just going to keep? Are they going to keep trying to win? Keep forging ahead and trying to win? They're going to keep forging ahead and trying to win, even if the captain, the leader, is not doing his job. You don't need a leader. You know your job, and you know right from wrong. You know what you need to do. You get up and go to work every day because you know I like nice shit.
Right.
I want to keep my nice shit.
Yeah.
So I want to pay for my shit. So I got to get up and go to work because you know that's what needs to be done. So when you get people who cop that leadership, to me, no offense, is a cop out. Fuck a leader. You don't need a leader. I am the leader. I lead myself. Anybody who want to follow is more than welcome to come.
I get you. I respect it. I understand that perspective.
If you want a pistol pull in the chat room says, because when you come from nothing, it's good to want to believe in something. That don't have that. I agree, but that don't have to do with coming from nothing. It has to do with just wanting something to look up to, something to strive for. You can set goals for yourself. You don't need this figure sitting in front of you telling you this is what you want. You can pick a motherfucker out of a magazine and say, that's what I want to be. My dad was a mechanic. My mother worked in a factory. I didn't strive to be that. I picked a goal and said, this is where I want to go. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those. They raised us, and they raised us very fucking well. But I'm simply saying I chose my goal, and I went that way. It ain't got nothing to do with wanting something to believe in. You can create something. You can create an imaginary motherfucking figure and say, this is what I'm working towards, this is what I want to be.
I mean, I get that. I still think unity and coming together as a unit gets things done better. Why people join fraternities? Because they know fraternities can help them move up in the world, right?
It's good networking as well as a means to give back.
Okay.
But they have a leader, though, right?
Right?
No.
Did I have presidents?
There's
You
people,
have a president?
There's people in positions to just help networking, but they don't lead. They don't say, you do this and you do that. No, they just have positions
I think
of not even authority.
What I'm saying, leaders, is we're thinking of two different type of. I'm not telling somebody that has pointing and doing this. You know, somebody.
You can lead by example.
Are you talking about a fucking role model?
Could be a role model.
Okay, so you're
Lead by
talking about a
example.
role model. A role model is different from a leader.
But okay, like a father in the house.
A father figure.
Like a father. We had fathers,
Yeah.
not figures. We had fathers.
Okay.
You know, those were the leaders in our house. Those are the ones that got our families to where, you know what I'm saying, we are.
No.
You don't think so?
No, that was all parties coming together, everybody doing their part to get everybody to where we want to go. The father, yeah, he's leading.
Fatherless houses
You got
over father houses.
Oh no, they are intact family unit.
Yeah.
And statistics show they automatically do better.
That's what I'm
but that's
saying.
all parties usually typically coming together and working towards a goal.
Exactly.
That's not just.
But there's the person that does that is a leader.
Pretty much got you on that one.
No, I don't think so. The father
He's
really
not
just
the leader?
The father just directs. I mean, it's not leadership.
They all
It just
come together as
he
one
just
unit.
takes on the burden of that household. I respect that, and I
The
think that's what
leader.
it should be.
That's what a leader
he
is.
takes on
though.
that burden.
That's what a leader is, though. That's what
I mean,
a
if
leader
you want
does.
to title it that, but that's more so just. It's no different than a traffic cop saying you go this way, and directing traffic, as opposed to just a single mother household who's scatterbraining all over the fucking place, don't know what she's doing or where she's going, and still trying to direct traffic.
Even in a single mother household, even though statistically they're worse off, the mother is still the leader.
That's fucked. That's only because the kids don't have any rights as U.S.
So
citizens.
if the dad was there, he'd be the leader then.
That's what it's
kind of
supposed
the
to
point,
be.
though.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
And as long as he's not that piece of shit dude sitting in the house, just still not trying to lead nothing. I get what you're saying. I honestly get what you're saying.
And I get what
At some points, and honestly, if we have more time, I think we could do. We could go back and forth on this for hours.
I mean, I think we both have an understanding,
I think what I disagree on is the term of leader. I think it's more so if you're talking about a role model or somebody to look up to or that a goal to work towards.
Yeah.
Okay, that I understand. But a leader, I'm like, I don't need no fucking leader. I need you to get out of my way.
I'm not telling somebody that tells you what to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But someone that's going, everybody has their position. The civil rights. People in the civil rights all had their positions.
Right.
But Martin Luther, Malcolm, Medgar, them was the ones that were the face of it. The ones that helped shake and move stuff and everybody shake and move together.
I dig it.
And, got shit done.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. I just, when I hear leader, I automatically go to a negative space. I'm like, you don't have to tell me what to do. Really just give me the tools I need to succeed and get the fuck out of my way. Right. And I'll take it from there. I don't ask for help.
Right.
I don't need instructions or leadership.
But you just said, see, that's what I'm saying. Someone to help give me the tools that I need to succeed.
That's no different than the motherfucker who can stand there.
That's what we need in our community. Somebody to help us.
Okay, there we go. Now that's what I'm saying.
That's what we need to succeed, and we can take it from there.
That's what I just said. I said, give me that as opposed to a leader. Because
we go back and forth on this all day. We gotta wrap this shit up.
I think negative connotation. I just said, literally, we're getting close to time. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
All right, so
let's call it a day.
And I'd like to appreciate everybody in the chat room. I'd like to say thank you guys for coming out, and don't forget about our giveaways. We're trying to get those numbers up. First threshold's 2,000, and then 10,000, and then we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to giving away this PlayStation. So
5.
you know what I'm saying. If not, then I'll just keep that shit for myself. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you guys for joining us tonight. We are the Shake Up guys, and we much appreciate you guys for joining us, talking with us, talking this shit. Cause we don't have a show. We don't have a chat room, right? All right, cool. So that being said, I'd like to say thank you to all of you, and peace out. Till the next time. Peace.
Deuces.